Well, if you have a teenager, you know their cell phone, it's not an overstatement to say. I mean, it's a key part of their life.
Oh, it's a huge part. That's right. But did you know that school administrators can search that phone and their life without anyone's permission? Eyewitness News reporter Rich Van Wyk made that discovery today while checking out the new proposed cell phone policy for IPS. He joins us live tonight at 5:30 to sort it all out. Hi, Rich.
Scott, IPS is considering following other local school districts and allowing school administrators, principals, and others under certain circumstances to go through student cell phones, sorting through pictures, texts, tweets, and other personal information. Principals could search students' cell phones if they have reason to believe they're being used improperly. That made IPS parent Charles Wiles cringe a little.
And I would be supportive, but I would almost think that has to be considered on a case-by-case basis. I don't think there can be like a carte blanche either way on that.
The new rules for student behavior and their cell phones come after a high school fight recorded and sent to social media. A just-approved student code of conduct prohibits students from photographing violence and other improper behavior. Guidelines from the superintendent would allow administrators to search student cells if there are reasonable grounds for believing that the search will turn up evidence that the student has violated or is violating either the law or IPS rules. The word reasonable worries IU law professor David Orentlicker.
Reasonable is in the mind of the beholder, and different people are going to interpret it differently.
Searching lockers, students' purses, and backpacks, federal courts have ruled is entirely permissible. Searching cell phones, though, raises new concerns over students' constitutional rights to privacy and freedom of speech.
When you search a cell phone, it's like going through their whole house.
Their whole life.
Their whole life. And it can be going through their bank accounts, their medical records. The amount of their credit card information.
Orentlicker describes current court rulings as vague. What would be reasonable justification for searching a student's phone? Even the IPS coordinator for positive discipline had to think about that.
I'm fearing that, and based on my experience, that this kind of information would cause damage and affect the safety of my class or safety of my students.
Avon, Wayne Township, and Center Grove schools all have policies that either explicitly allow or could be interpreted to allow administrators to search student cell phones. Once again, that term reasonable being involved. We could have a decision on this from IPS as early as Thursday night's meeting. Reporting live, Rich Van Wyk, Channel 13 Eyewitness News.